You're funny.
Like I said. Like I said. Like I said. Do you like my tail? Like I said.
Welcome back to a very exciting special edition of Iron Rage. I'm here with Lee Priest, and today's topic, Lee, is Tyler the Creator, natty or not?
Well, just what the people don't hear is before we come on here, talk about snapping and fucking walking on eggshells there. I think, if after listening to him today in the background, I think he's fucking juiced to the hilt. He's fucking roid raging back there.
Natty or not?
He's not. He's not. I think he's been...
Put the picture up.
Dave, if you have any little ampules sitting around, you better go recount them and check how much has been taken out of the bottle.
I think he's been digging into the Anadrol supply. What do you think, Lee? Can you analyze this picture and tell me if you think he's natural or not? I want a full analysis.
He's blasting. He's blasting. I can't see the picture.
Look at those calves. They look like do you think he's syntholing those calves?
I can't see the picture. So I'm...
Make it so. I'll send it to Lee.
Okay, well, going by the smile on your face, look, I'm sure he's juiced to the hilt. It just hasn't kicked in yet. But
I haven't caught him with any syringes. There's no, back in the old days, the Mr. America, they used to have the syringes in the ceiling. After guys would take a shot, they'd throw the syringe up, and the thing would stick in the ceiling, and the whole ceiling of the bathroom was loaded with used syringes, basically.
Have you noticed when you leave the bathroom, Tyler goes in after you, and he's trying to get that last drop out? He's like,
I haven't caught him with a syringe yet, so. And then,
but you know what it is? I think this is what it is.
You remember the idiots that would indulge, even indulge in they did this, they would try to flush the syringe down the toilet bowl. I can't tell you how many gym owners told me that they used to have to call the plumbers, the Roto-Rooter guys. They pull out syringes. Why anyone would flush a syringe down a toilet bowl? I have no idea whatsoever.
What gets me is why anyone would take the shot at the fucking gym. I can never understand, because
no.
Even at our gyms here, I've seen syringes. I've seen alcohol swipe. If you can't take it because you got a girlfriend or a wife that doesn't approve of it,
no window of opportunity, Lee. You got to take that insulin shot, the Milos, prior to the workout, pre-workout insulin.
No, but these aren't insulin syringes, because we know you got the yellow dispenser on the bathroom wall in the gym. I sometimes look in the top; they're big 3 ml syringes.
Oh, they actually have a syringe thing in the gym. That's pretty impressive.
Yeah, because it's for diabetics.
Check your Facebook. He sent you the picture so you can evaluate.
I might disappear for a second if I do that.
Okay, I'm on screen talking anyway.
Okay.
And then we're going to show a little later in the show. We're going to show Lee did some pretty funny commercials. We'll put up a little clip of that. Just
did you send it on Facebook? Did you? Or?
Yeah, he sent it to you Facebook Messenger. But aren't you in Facebook jail right now?
No, but you probably sent it to the wrong one.
Oh, you're only in Instagram jail. So.
Did you send it to the Lee Priest cartel? No.
No.
Send it to Lee Priest.
No, he's in jail. I told you that.
That's not me. Lee
is in jail. Lee's got more fake accounts on there that are not even his fake accounts. I always found it weird that people would actually create an account with someone else's name. I don't really know. Maybe they're trying to pick up chicks or something like that. Why would anyone create a fake Lee Priest account? I don't even see the benefit.
Have you sent it to the proper one yet?
I remember back in the day, Ronnie Coleman and I were trying to become friends on Facebook when Facebook first came out, and the guy had like 6,000 accounts under his name. I don't even know. I'm sure he didn't make any of them himself. Now they have.
I tried to go on places sometimes and put in a name and it says your name's being used. I'm like, oh bloody hell!
when they say your email's being used, that's when you have to worry, because that means that someone really stole your identity.
I'm still waiting, Tyler.
He's not having much success with the Lee Priest cartel.
This isn't the fucking cartel.
There's like a few
70
Priest
fake
cartels.
pages.
Yeah.
There's so many fake pages.
It says Lee Priest Cartel LPC. How about that?
Oh, LPC. Oh, which stands
and
for what?
it's got a fully vaccinated picture of me sitting in a jet.
Your SEO is pretty rough.
Yeah, very bad. I still
Have you found it now?
No.
We'll do something.
You have way too many names. Yeah, you have way too many names.
I don't have too many names.
There's too many Lee Priests online. Way too many Lee priests online. So what do you think about the upcoming? Well, you know what?
Hold on, I'm coming back there.
Oh,
Hold on.
okay. I wanted to pull that commercial up, but maybe we should.
Where am I?
Why don't you play the commercial first while you're looking for that thing, so I could talk to Lee about something.
Here I am. I'm back.
All right. We didn't even know you left.
Didn't I see you holding Tyler's dog the other day?
I was holding. I always hold dog. Oh, there's the picture.
Yeah, I'll just do this.
All
I'm
right.
just gonna do this for the love of God.
He's gonna put it. You gonna put it up? Okay.
Oh, here it comes.
There's
Oh, Jesus. Oh, I've never seen such a gay fucking raincoat.
Oh,
It looks
that's not nice. Don't.
Hey,
talk
my
like-
mom got me that raincoat.
sorry. Then why does your mum dress you like a condom? That's what I want to know.
It was raining. What do you wear in the rain? You wear a raincoat.
Well, what? Well, why doesn't Baxter have one on? Always thinking of yourself. Poor Baxter's getting wet.
You're not wrong. He needs a
Look
he
at
needs
the
a
look on
matching
Baxter's face. Look at the look on Baxter's face. He's like, whose idea to go for a walk, arsehole? Leave me
Yeah,
at home.
yeah.
Look at him. Look at him. Poor dog. It looks like you're choking him, dragging him
Look-
for the photo.
Look at those calves,
and-
Lee.
Oh, I can't see the calves. Dog's in the way. He's blocking them. The dog's got bigger calves, I think. Look at the hindquarters.
I had a guy come
There's
up
a
to
little-
me in the gym yesterday, and he said to me, he goes, "Holy shit!" He goes, "I watch your channel all the time," and I was thinking. I said, well, you know, which show do you like the best? I'm thinking he's going to say Iron Rage, Heavy Muscle Radio. He's like, no, I love that snake channel you do. He watches all my snake videos. He doesn't even watch the bodybuilder. He goes, I know you're a bodybuilder, but I like the snake stuff you do. I said, oh, that's funny.
Yeah. Oh, look there. Hi, puppy dog. Hi, puppy. Here he
I
is.
saw him.
Making a cameo, doing a cameo appearance.
Yeah, there he is. He wants to get himself on
No,
camera.
but it's a fun show. But this this is like the second season back again, of Fat Pizza. But then, and if you want to watch it, it's on a channel called 7 MATE. But I think if you get an app called 7 Plus, the number 7 PLUS, and then on there you'll find 7 Mate. Just look for Fat Pizza. But the funny thing was when they brought it back again, the C word, they put the first episode on, and not one, the Karens of the world complained.
Yeah.
So in the second show the following week, every time they said the C word, they put in "Kaka!" You stupid Kaka! they put in like a stupid chicken sound every time the C word was said.
I'm glad that someone still has a sense of humor in this day and age, even though you guys are on lockdown, which is ridiculous for the last 2 years.
Paul Phoenix like that for all his comedy shows. He'll just play every race against each other. He's got the cops there, and he's got that Habib guy on there who's Muslim, and they're beating up someone. He's like, that was us. If that was us, if us Muslims, you'd be beating us up. And then they start taking him away. Then the African gang's beating him up, calling him a zebra and stuff like that. So,
I don't think you can get away with that anyplace else but in Australia right now because everyone's so
we-
freaking uptight about everything, you know?
we still have a little bit of a sense of humor here when it comes to that sort of thing. I'm sure when this airs again, you will have a few people complain. But what I don't get is it's one station out of 300.
Right.
If you're flicking around and you saw it, you go, oh, that's sort of offensive to me. Keep changing the channel, dickhead. Don't
No,
stop.
you know what? The people that get offended by that stuff, Lee, they watch it even more.
Oh,
And they
I know.
take notes on it so they can complain about it. You know, it's the funniest thing. It's like
Let me give a shout out to Scott R. Scott R likes to comment on every video we put up, whether it be HMR or this one or that.
Right.
Oh, these two arseholes again, this and that. And he'll say whatever comment he posts on HMR, he'll post on this one. But there is Scott R talking his shit in the comment section after every show. Scott R, if that's your real name, why do you watch, you fucking moron? Look, I've just given you a shout out. You blew your load 30 seconds quicker today because I just mentioned your name. So why do people watch? If you don't like it, oh, not this again. Or on HMR, I like when it's just Dave and Chris. I hate when Lee and John come on and this and that. Oh, well, if you see Lee and John in the title, don't watch it that day.
Right.
There's a good idea. Scroll by. These people are just, they've got to be moronic, don't they, to watch. How many shows do I see on TV? If I watch it for 1 second, I'm like, oh, this is garbage. I just change the channel. I don't sit there through the whole thing, watch it, and then go online and complain about it.
You know, it's funny because I very rarely do I watch the programs we do because I don't have time, you know. And I actually was at the gym today, and I don't remember, it was one of our last shows or something like that. And I just kind of like flipped on YouTube, and I had my little AirPod in my ear, and I was like working out, and I actually caught myself laughing. So that was a good sign, because I hadn't heard this stuff in a while. It was like an older show we did, and I was laughing. I'm like, all right, you know what? Then if I can make myself laugh by listening to stuff, because I usually hate anything that I do. I don't like to listen to it or listen to it.
I'm the same. The only way I'll hear it sometimes if the wife is watching it, or if a friend comes over and goes, "Oh, let's watch it." I'm like, "Okay," so I put it on, and then I'll start laughing. My wife goes, "Why are you laughing?" And I said, "You have to explain the way my mind works. I don't think about what I'm going to say. So while we're talking now, I haven't got a clue what I'm saying. So when I sit down and watch it, it's like I'm hearing it for the first time, and I go, "Oh, did I say that?" I'm like sort of Joe Biden. I do say things, but I just don't know what I've said until later on.
I'll tell you what, I haven't really listened to Howard. I used to be a big Howard Stern fan. I always listened.
I like Howard Stern,
and I haven't really listened to him recently because I don't really drive around that much. But now that I've been going to the gym every day, I put him on in the morning, and he had Steve Martin and Martin Short on, and I guess they have like a live show they do on the road now, the two of them.
Yeah, I think they came to Australia, like a stand-up act.
Yeah, I mean, it was a great interview. If you want to like watch a really good interview, Howard Stern interviewing Steve Martin and Martin Short, phenomenal. The stories they were telling stories I had never even heard. Like Steve Martin had met Elvis backstage, and like the show, and it's just crazy stuff like that.
Well, I did the same thing. I was just searching YouTube the other day, and I came across Howard Stern's channel, so I started watching some of just him in the studio, him and Robin and Baba Booey and all that.
Yeah.
And I was just laughing at the way those all start talking to each other and going on. And Artie Lang sitting there, and they're like, "Artie, are you going to fucking die or what, Artie? Come on!" It's like the way they keep going on, just the banter between them, so funny.
He's still so good. He's such a good interviewer because he asks the questions that you, the viewer, really want to hear the answers to, and he's not afraid to go into a place that makes these guys uncomfortable, which is what really gets good at questions. And the people that get asked the questions, they answer them. For him, they probably wouldn't answer them for anyone else. Because I'm so used to watching. You watch these interviews like with Ryan Seacrest and Larry King. They're like softballs they're throwing these guys. It's like not even fun to watch the interview because you're really not getting any good information out of these things.
I know. Well, Howard Stern could have somebody on there, like a famous actress, who'd be like, "So what was it like making the movie with Steve Martin and that? Was it really good?" And he goes, "Oh, yeah, that scene where you're laughing a lot. Oh, he'll laugh." Yeah. You sound like that when you're having sex with your husband. He'll just go off track into something else, and they go, "Well, I think I do, actually." It's like he'll just, start getting into those questions, stuff like that. So when you do it, what's your favorite position? And then it just goes in a different direction.
Well, he interviewed Madonna too. I listened last week to which was one of the best interviews I've ever seen with Madonna. I don't think he had ever interviewed her before. She never would come on a show. Now that she's older, she probably wanted to be more relevant, so she went on the show. And he was asking her. I didn't even know about her childhood. I mean, she was talking. He got her so far back, talking about how she was like basically homeless, and she left home at like 16, and she went to college. She had a scholarship. And it was a great interview because it's stuff that no one even knows about Madonna. And people think of Madonna, oh, she's this like stuck up, rich, prima donna.
Well, a lot of interviews she's done, she's very guarded, or she can get offended at questions. But like I said, I think Howard just makes them relax because he'd be the type to ask her, "So, how many men you've been with out of all of them? Who was the best? Sean Penn? Who was the best in bed?" He'll start doing stuff like that.
And I haven't heard the whole interview because I'm in the car. I'm only hearing a half hour. I find myself sitting in the car in the parking lot of the gym listening to the interview. I don't even want to go in after a while. It's so compelling. But, when I was in Franklin and Marshall College back in, 86 to 90, right before I'd come there, I think in the early 80s, she had come and performed like with her music group at a fraternity house, not even like at the campus. It was like she was just on like a circuit around the country. They're just doing like frat house, singing and stuff like that. To think that she went from that to like the super megastar that she is, it's an unbelievable story. And like I said, her parents were like super poor. Her mom died when she was very young. The father really was, he had money. He had a little bit of money, but he was like, out of the picture type of thing.
Oh, God. It sounds like I'm listening to a story from The Voice. Oh, my God. What brings you here? Oh, my
and the dad thought she was wasting her time, when she was in drama and like acting school. And he thought, you're wasting your time, and, He was like a real.
I saw the
straight-laced
voice.
guy.
I saw the voice. I saw the voice the other day. I was flicking stations, and a young girl was on there. So, what are you singing? I'm singing this song. Why have you chose that song? It was my grandmother's favorite song.
Yeah.
Who passed
I
away.
can't. I don't watch those singing shows because they're.
And
all,
how old are
it's
you?
all
How
bullshit.
old are you? How old are you? I'm 15, and why do you want to do this? I'm 15, and I've wanted this my whole life. Oh, well, shit. It's a good thing you're getting in now because you're 15. Your life's almost over. Fucking hell, the stories they come out with. Before it used to be, they came on, they sang, if they got to the finals and there was 10 in the finals, you might get a little background then. But everyone now's got a friggin' story before they even get to that point. I'm like, I'm over it. You find the reality shows in America the same here now. We have those home building shows, the kitchen rules and this, everything now. Every time the commercial on TV, all the drama tonight, the drama in this. It's like they've got to outdo each other with this bullshit drama every time. It's so scripted now. It's not even reality anymore.
I don't watch reality shows, and I don't watch any of those like singing shows or acting. I watch only stuff that I can watch on demand, like series and stuff like that, or movies.
I like documentaries and stuff. They're pretty good, all the documentary type ones.
There's been some good ones out there.
I saw in the news today the big thing where they were ripping down that huge Robert E. Lee statue somewhere.
Oh, they are.
And everyone's like, well, it's good, it's going. Did you actually know? Here's a fun fact that Robert E. Lee almost wasn't born because his mother actually died and was pronounced dead and put in the crypt, the family crypt, for 3 days. And it was actually like the groundskeeper who heard her yelling out in the crypt that she was still alive. They made her.
What?
I reckon she was that sick. She was that sick and that the doctor pronounced her dead because her heart rate was that low that they had a funeral, everything, and put her in the family crypt.
Oh, my God.
And 3 days later, the groundskeeper, or whoever it was, heard her in there yelling, and they got her out. And then 9 months later, Robert E. Lee was born.
Did she live?
Go.
Did she live?
Yeah, she lived. Well, how the fuck do you think she had Robert E. Lee?
Well, I'm saying,
9
did
months later?
she die right after that, or she got better?
No, she got better.
Thank God they didn't put her in the ground, Lee. Holy mackerel.
I know. Yeah, 9 months later, after they got her out the crypt, Robert E. Lee was born. So now people are probably thinking they should have just fucking left her in there, then that wouldn't have happened.
Well, Robert E. Lee was like one of the premier generals in the U.S. Army, so to speak. But then when the Civil War came, he was a Southerner, so he felt that he had to stay loyal to where he was born. So it wasn't really that he was against the North, but he was fighting for his home. And so after he lost, after the Civil War lost, and he had whatever.
It's like where you're born. You might have the worst team in the world from your state, but the worst baseball team, but you'll go for them because they're from your state. It's like, I can't barrack for them, even though they're better.
If it wasn't for him, the South probably wouldn't even have lasted as long as they did. He kept them alive. Yeah. So, I mean, can you be mad at him? I mean, I guess because he felt like he deserted his country, but, in the same sense, he was defending his state, I guess. So.
Yeah, so, but like I said, to pull down their statues, like I'm all for, we're not, racism's bad, but you got to learn from history, learn from the past and shit. You shouldn't just be ripping it all down. But but that's the fun. You can look it up, people, that Robert E. Lee's mother was put in the tomb for 3 days and shit, but then they heard she was alive. And then when 9 months later, I think it was about 9 or 10 months later. So as soon as she got out of the coffin, he must have been so happy she's alive. They had sex, and then Robert E. Lee was born 9 months later.
Crazy.
I'm so full of American history, Dave.
You know what? I learned something I didn't know. I try to learn something every day. And I'll tell you one thing. I've been watching, I don't know if I told you this. I think I told you this already. The Expanse, it's called, on Amazon Prime.
Yeah, you told me,
I'm binge watching that. I'm up to season 5. I'm almost done with it. I can't stop watching it. It started really slow, and I didn't think I was going to continue watching it, and then it got really good. So if you guys want to watch a good series on Amazon Prime, check that out.
That's why you're disappointed that Jimmy wasn't on the show the other day, because how you said that his kidney stone looked like an asteroid. You're going to ask him if you don't believe in asteroids.
Well, he said it looks like a meteorite. He told me. I said, meteorite? You don't even believe in meteorites. I said, how could you even make that analogy? I said,
I want to ask him too, because I had a friend the other day I was talking to in America, and it's like I was here and I'm looking at the sun, and they were looking at the sun in America. I'm like, how can this be? I'm on the other side of the world, and we're both looking at the sun together.
I get a kick out of these flat Earth people. I think that there's really I believe that what happens is when something is so accepted as science, fact, people will go and take the other side and try to disprove it just to be different. I don't even think that they believe it necessarily. I think they just want to see if they can prove the opposite of what we believe in our mind.
It's like to be different. I just watched that new Cinderella movie with my wife.
Oh, how was it?
The musical. Oh, it's wonderful. It's all about women power, empowering women, because when she finally meets the prince and he's like, we can get married and you can be my queen because you'll be queen and this and that and you won't have to do anything. But I don't want that. I want my own independence. I'm a dressmaker. I want to have my own dress shop and make dresses. I don't want to be like this. Women shouldn't be kept down. Women should be like this. And then the fairy godmother's that black, gay, transgender crossing thing. So now you've got a black transgender thing. And I was flicking through the channels the other day and I came across, I like history, so the new queen, was it Anne Boleyn? Anne Boleyn, remember the Queen Anne Boleyn from back in the day who got a head cut off?
Yes.
There's a new series on that. It's only 2 episodes.
Off with your head.
Yeah, Anne Boleyn now, she's black. I never knew that before. She was always white in real life, but now they've got a black girl playing it.
Reinterpreted the tale, yeah.
Look, I don't mind if it's like fictitious characters like James Bond. If Idris Elba or someone played Bond, that would be great. I don't care. But in real life, it'd be like, okay, now let's get Liam Neeson to play Malcolm X. Or, let's get, it's like, it's like if it's an actual character that was in real life and that person was white or black or whatever, you can't go change the race. And it's like, okay, let's get Mark Wahlberg to play Bruce Lee in the up-and-coming Bruce Lee documentary. That'll be great. It's like...
Although Robin Williams probably could have done it with some good makeup, right?
Oh, yeah. He could have played like, what's her name that went to jail for her stocks and that. Yeah, her, remember? Robin Williams could have played her.
Martha Stewart?
Yeah. Robin Williams would have made a good Martha Stewart.
There you go. By the way,
I'm off.
Martha Stewart is hawking now a cat litter. Have you seen this? A new cat litter? Like for your kitty box?
No, I haven't.
You got to look it up. It actually looks pretty good. I almost bought the stuff, but then I couldn't do it. I saw Martha Stewart on there.
She's probably had a few things in her little
pull
box.
That up, Tyler. Martha Stewart's new cat litter product. It's like some kind of a special like absorbent thing, new like technology. I don't know. Let me see if you can pull it up. I didn't really look through it. It's
called an adult diaper for her kitty box. I'm sure she wears one. But I'm off to the thing that I got to go get that cancerous mole cut off my back today.
Oh, today? Wow, everyone's getting surgery.
But like the mole's
smartest cat litter. There it is, pretty litter.
Pretty litter.
What does it say?
She developed that in prison.
Yeah. Hey, look, you know what? I got to hand it to her. She's a freaking master marketer of anything.
And she'll probably make millions. She'll make millions from it, probably.
It keeps tabs on your cat's health by changing.
It changes color. Tabs. That's even better. Wow. It's like my baby diapers.
Does it come in because she's into home decoration, does it come in a nice fuchsia to match my walls when the cat pees?
If your cat pees on it, it will.
Can you pick the color to match your decor? Yeah. Oh, I want a nice blue. But I've got to get the little mole cut off.
I was going to say, do us a favor. Can you bring it back and show us the mole like Jimmy showed us his kidney stone?
So it looks like a planet. Here's my mole. It looks like Uranus.
Yeah. All right.
It's only like this big, but they're going to take like this much around
just
in case little bits of cancer.
Yes.
Yeah, just in case the cancer's there. If they check that and it's all cleared, then you're all clear. But if they find little bits of cancer have gone out there, then they're going to go back and cut more.
Are they doing a Mohs procedure on you? It's called the Mohs procedure. They cut it out and then they wait. And while you're on the table, they go and they look it under the microscope. And then if it's not, they'll cut more.
I don't know. I think once they take it, they send it off to get all fucking...
So then you might have to go back again, is what you're saying.
Yeah, that's what they said. Okay. If there's anything in it, then I got to go back again and hack at it again.
You've been getting a lot of little surgeries lately. I've noticed.
You can't go. Then she's like, you can't go doing any lifting or that for the next couple of days. You might pop your stitches. I'm like, so no deadlifts or squats or anything.
Well, good luck. Your surgery. We'll wish you a very lucky and. I guess
some people aren't. Some people are like, yes, this is the day. This is the day. This is the day he's going.
He has a terminal disease. You know what?
Fucking mole
Chris
did him in.
Aceto almost died from a mole on his back that he didn't even know was there. So it's a good
yeah.
idea to get it taken off. So.
Oh, like I said, that melanoma is no joke. Once it gets in the bloodstream and starts moving around.
You Aussies get a lot of skin cancers. I've noticed over there too. Maybe the sun is.
I
think the sun's closer to you guys over there, right?
I think it is actually, because it's weird as it sounds. When I'm in America, you're out in the sun feels warm and that. Here, some days in summer, you go in the sun, it actually has like a real sting to it, like it's actually stinging.
You get some hot days in that during the summer there, like 120 degrees, right?
Yeah, it gets really hot. Yeah, for yours. Well, here it's like in the 48 degrees Celsius or whatever that is.
Do you guys still have a mouse problem, a rat problem? You guys had all those rats in mice?
Nah. I wouldn't know. COVID's on the news every day, Dave. That's all I hear. COVID. Yeah. But at least they're saying now on the news, they're finally saying died with COVID, not because of. And the nine people that died yesterday, an 80-year-old man died with COVID, but he had underlying medical conditions. A 75-year-old man died from COVID.
Someone must have sued him. That's why. Yeah, someone probably.
Every time now they're saying underlying medical conditions, underlying medical conditions. So yeah,
I'm glad they clarified that. All right, well,
but we have got the passport coming out. So if you're going to travel, you're going to have your passport so you can travel, and you're going to have your little passport to go to the restaurants and gyms and that sort of thing.
I'm never going to Australia again. I'm done. I'm glad I went a few times already.
And now they're talking about it's going to be like your car registration, because every year, to renew your vaccine passport, you've got to get a booster shot. So if you don't get the booster shot, your passport doesn't get renewed.
Unbelievable.
Oh, bloody hell. Unbelievable.
And you know what? When there's no more COVID, they'll come up with another disease to get you vaccinated against.
Dave, don't ignore Baxter. Come on.
Baxter.
Baxter.
Tyler Shore.
Baxter.
Natty or not?
Not. Yeah, that's definitely a not. Look at the look on his face. Look at the look on his face. He's just saying, don't let him take me home, Dave. You see him walks me in the rain.
Bye, everyone.
Walks me in the rain.
See you next week.
What a cute dog. Best part of the show. Look at that. He wants you to know, Dave. Yeah. Look at that. That's so cute.
My
Dave
wife
didn't
doesn't
see
like
him on
when
the
I let
ground,
dogs
Tyler.
lick my face or my lips.
Dave didn't see him on the ground, Tyler, when he was just licking his ass.
Yeah,
but keep going.
I've convinced myself that dogs have some kind of antibacterial saliva that neutralizes all bacteria. So that's
Dave. Go like this now. Go like this on your face. How's his balls taste?
Okay.
Oh,